Hey, look at my dog. Some it was way back then. You could claim what you saw, but you wasn't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall. But how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again. Just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I?
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. On 3rd down, Stidham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now Stidham on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
On the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Okay, ready? Push him back. Push him back. Check 45 for me. Check 45 for me.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Falcons.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Time to go to work.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Falcons 7, Buccaneers nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stidham, off play action. The left side completion to Jones. And able to break break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. From the gun, it's Stidham. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after here coming up.
The extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now with Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Down Falcons.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
24-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Scantling. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 2-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bucs' 4-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Stidham. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
First and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 9-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch.
Out of the gun, Stidham. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Stidham from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Stidham. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Intended for Colby Parkinson. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick up and good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Into a double team and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. They're going to look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here we go now with Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Buccaneers 10. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Jones. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stidham. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Smith. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty is Smith. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 9-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Another try for Smith. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Smith on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
10 at the 32-yard line.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stidham looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 now. Stidham looking downfield for Godwin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58.
Now it's Stidham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Stidham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, get 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Check. Mike 5-4. I don't even know why this team showed up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Again, it's Smith. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
you